Walkaround family, welcome back to another video. Today we have a 2025 Acura RDX technology package in the new Canyon River paint exterior with a gray stone interior. Now the technology package is one up from the RDX, and above the technology package you do have the A-Spec. Above that you have the Advanced. Above that you have the A-Spec with Advanced. Starting on the front fascia of the technology package, you do have full LED headlamps, and these are dual LEDs, so these are Acura signature headlights, and you do have the chicane daytime running lights, also LED turn signals. You don't get LED fog lights on the technology package. You have to go up to an A-Spec package, which will include the LED fog lights. Also, the technology package will include some silver pieces going around, where if you go up to an A-Spec, which is the one above, it will black those accents out. On the front bumper, you have sensors in the front. You have the new frameless Pentagon grille, which is standard in all RDX now. Huge emblem up front that also houses your Acura watch safety features. You do have lower grille that's flat black, and the upper grille that's in gloss black. The bumper do have these functional cutouts, so as you can see, they are functional, which are nice. No matter what trim level you get in the RDX, it looks very aggressive and looks very sporty. For 2025, all of the RDXs get new rim designs. Here are the technology rims, and the tires are 235 with a 55 tire wall, and the rims are 19. On the side mirror, it is half body colored, half flat black. LED turn signals integrated into the side mirror. Canyon River is a beautiful exterior color. You can see it is shimmering in the sun. It's a very beautiful color. Now this one just came off the truck, so still got to get cleaned up and everything, but we gotta get you these reviews before these cars are gone. RDX is a huge seller for Acura. Now above, on the side profile here, above the windows, you do have chrome going up above, and the lower portion will be flat black, and your pillars will be gloss black. Door handles are body colored. You do get this chrome piece down here, and you have a flat black on the lower portion there as well. If you go up to an A-Spec with advanced package, this will be gloss black. But overall, taking a look at the RDX, it's a nice proportion. It's actually a nice size as well. It's not too big, it's not too small. That's why this is very popular. Coming along to the rear, Canyon River Blue looks very nice on the RDX. You do have a shark fin style antenna up above that is body colored. You have a window spoiler that is body colored / half gloss black, LED third brake light, exposed windshield wiper, and on the rear taillights there are a combination. So you have LED brake lights, LED reverse lights, your turn signals are regular bulbs, and your license plate lights are LED as well. Acura emblem is in chrome. You can get that blacked out through your dealership. You have RDX that's also in chrome that can also be blacked out, and super handling all-wheel drive can also be blacked out as well. On the lower portion of the bumper, you have parking sensors integrated in the bumper, and it's half body colored, half flat black. And I think in my A-Spec video, I said that the tech package, you get a smaller oval exhaust tips. They're actually rectangle like the advanced package. I stand corrected, but if you do get an A-Spec, it is the bigger oval exhaust tips, and you have your reflectors on both sides. Here is the key for the technology package, and Acura's been using this key for some time now. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's actually a great size. So you have lock, you have unlock. You can hold to pop open the tailgate, open and close. You do have a panic button as well too to send the alarm off, and there's a button right here to pull out the emergency key that's in the fob. And on the back of the key you do have one. The second key will have two because you have memory seats saved onto your key fob. So let's go ahead and close that guy up. Because you have the smart key, you do have smart entry, and you're able to lock and unlock the RDX from all 4 door handles. So even the rear door handles, you can tap it to lock it and put your hand in to unlock it. By default, if you put your hand in the driver's door first, it will only unlock the driver door. You can go into settings and change that. But if you put your hand in the rear doors or the passenger door, it will unlock all the doors for you. You also have the capless fuel filler. So when the RDX is unlocked, you can unlock this door, and it's capless. When you lock the RDX, then it'll lock this door. So now the gray stone interior is an option you can get if you want a lighter interior, just in case you don't want black or I believe there's a brown as an espresso option available as well. But before we get to the seats, let's take a look at the door card here. I'm trying to block the sun for you guys. You have soft touch up here, soft touch there, soft touch here too. Got some black stitching as well. Auto up down for all four windows, power locks, power mirrors. The technology package will give you the ELS Studio 3D sound system, and you do have this aluminum feel door handle. I like this material that they use on the technology package. The different trim levels will have a different type of material, which is cool. More of that gray stone on the door. You have your button down here to open and close the trunk, and you do have a bottle, like a water bottle storage there, and another additional storage over there. Taking a look at the driver's seat, you do get a 12-way power adjustment on the driver's side. So you can move forward, you can move back, you can go up, you can go down. You can tilt this portion right here up and down as well. And you can move the back of the seat, of course, forward and back. And then you do have a 4-way lumbar adjustment. On the passenger side is also a 12-way power adjustment. So you can move forward, you can move back, you can go up, you can go down. You can tilt this portion up and down. You can move the back of the seats forward and back, and you also have a 4-way lumbar adjustment as well. Let's jump into the RDX, the technology package. Go ahead and close this guy up. You get your welcome to your Acura little intro there, and if you put your foot on the brakes, push the button, you just push the button to start. All RDXs are powered by a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine that makes 272 horsepower and I think about 282 foot-pound of torque, matted to a 10-speed automatic transmission. I forgot to mention to you guys, you get 2-position memory seats buttons only on the driver's side. Also on the left side of the steering wheel, you do get a piano black finish vent over here. You can open and close, direct the air wherever you want it. You do get more of this kind of like this brushed aluminum look as well. That's throughout the technology package. Parking sensors on and off. You do have a shortcut to your safety features to here. Below that, you have a traction control on and off, brake hold, and your emergency brake you can engage or disengage. You have a standard rubber brake pedals, gas and brake. If you go up to an A spec, you get the sport dead pedal, gas and brake, and the steering wheel is manual adjustment. You do get a leather wrapped steering wheel on the technology package. It's not perforated like the A spec. The A spec will give you a perforated one, but it's still leather wrapped, feels good to the hand, not too small and not too thick. You do have paddle shifters behind the steering wheel, which is feel like kind of like a black plastic feeling as well. You do have analog gauges. The middle screen is digital, and the right part of there is speedometer. Left side is your tachometer, and it's customizable as well. Behind the steering wheel, you do have your light stalks here, so you have off, auto, on, well, parking and on. And for the wipers, off, intermediate, low, high, and you have off, intermediate, on for the rear wiper. On the left side of the steering wheel, you do have a power button for your media or your audio control, volume. You have a scroll wheel to go through next track, previous, and you can go through a little bit different options over here. Most of it will be on the right wheel. You do have voice command, back key, and apps shortcut built in as well too. You can go straight to your different sources over here as well. And coming along to the right side, you do have some of your Acura watch features and some of your cruise features. So you have cruise on and off, resume and set. You do have your scroll wheel that mostly control most of the options over here. You can go left and right and select with it. You have your lane keep and assist, adaptive cruise control adjustment, and the rest of your Acura watch features will be in the display. So speaking of the display, if we get in here, I'm gonna go back so I can show you guys some different options you can view. So right now this is safety support. So here you can turn on and off the road departure mitigation, blind spot information, low speed braking control, collision mitigation system. Everything else will be on the steering wheel. But you also have sport gauge settings. So here you can decide how you want to set up your sport gauge, which is nice. Only show on sport or keep it on. Here you can change your miles per hour to a speedometer because you do have a digital speedometer. You have your trip computer as well too. Zoom in there a little bit more for you guys. And then there go your digital speedometer. You can leave it on there. You have a compass if you don't have a destination in. You also have your oil life, tire pressure, your super handling all-wheel drive. Pretty much you can keep track of the torque between all the wheels, and you can have whoever have their seatbelts on as well. And I just noticed that when you're scrolling, it tells you what's going to be next. So it says minimal down there and it says SH all-wheel drive up there. I did not even notice that. So yeah, you have minimal here if you want less information in the middle, and then right back to the safety support. You do have your gas gauge that's digital, and then your engine temperature or coolant temperature that's also digital as well. When you're in sport mode, it will give you a turbo gauge and I think a G meter as well. So if you like the old school, you know, tachometers, then you definitely want to get an RDX, because I'm sure when they refresh the RDX, that's going to be full digital. Now coming along to your, this is I think a 10.2 infotainment display, and it's not touchscreen. So the RDX still uses the trackpad to use the display, but you do have navigation built in. That's something that the technology package adds over just the RDX. You have phone, you have XM, FM radio, you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and it is wireless on the RDX on every trim level. Also for 25, if you're using Apple CarPlay, it will expand and take up the whole display. Next to Android Auto, you do have smart shortcuts, and this is gonna pretty much show apps that you frequently use or at a certain time. You do have system updates. If you swipe over, you have the second page. You have Bluetooth, USB, AM, Alexa built in. So you do have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Alexa, which is nice. AT&T hotspot, and a shortcut for your ambient lighting. And in here, you can customize the ambient lighting. So there's many different themes you can choose, or you can have your ambient lighting adjust to what drive mode that you're in, or if you pass that, you can choose different type of combinations you want to. So you have many different color configurations, and just based on different locations, which is nice. There's a lot of options, and you can adjust the brightness when you go back. And then I believe on the last page you have settings, AccuRlink, and messaging. But to be honest, you're probably going to mostly use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto for your text messaging. And you do have settings. And in here you can change different things like systems, connections. But for example, if you go to vehicle and you go to keyless access setup, you can actually turn on your walkway auto lock, because I don't think that's on by default. Yeah, it's off by default. So you go in there and turn it on. There's many different configurations in here. You can customize your RDX to kind of how you want it. And like I said, I'm controlling everything with the touchpad. Swipe left, swipe right, it'll automatically go between the pages. And for the helper screen over there, you swipe up or down on this portion right here, and you can go between audio, time and date, and GPS. You can also hold and customize where the apps are, what pages they are, things of that nature as well. Below your display there, you do have your climate control display and your controls for your climate control. So up above here, you have a power and volume knob, next, track, and previous. You have your hazards, and you do have a dual zone climate control on the RDX. So driver's temperature on this side, passenger temperature on that side. You do have auto, if on and off for the whole system, face, feet only, however you want to customize it. Actually, I want it facing feet. AC on and off, fan speed there, air circulation, front defrost, heated side mirrors, and back glass. And on the tech package, you will get heated seats standard. If you want ventilated front seats, you have to go up to an A-Spec package, and you can have your heated seats auto as well. Also, I believe starting on the tech package, if you use auto climate control, the RDX will use your GPS location to tell you exactly what temperature it should be in the cabin when you put the auto, which is a nice feature. You also have auto for the passenger side too, 3-level heated seats here. And if you turn this knob, it'll go in between. You have snow, you have comfort, normal, and sport. And the characteristics of the whole RDX will change based on what mode you are in, which is nice. There's no individual mode on the tech package. You have your engine idle stop off button here. You do have your, let me zoom out of here and show you guys, you have your shifter button here. So instead of you shifting, you hold the brakes, push for park, push down for reverse. I'll show you guys what that looks like. There's no 360 on the tech package. You actually have to get an advanced or A-Spec in advance to get the 360. But on the tech, you do have Acura's multi-link backup camera. So you have wide angle, you have normal and top down, and cross traffic on and off in brightness. And you also have a radar on the right side to show you, how close you are to anything as well. And you have your guidelines too, which is nice. We have neutral, and then you have drive. If you hit drive again, it'll put the transmission into an S mode as well, where the RDX will shift a lot more aggressively and it holds higher RPMs as well. Below your shifter, you have your touchpad you saw me using for the screen up there for the display. A lot of people hate the touchpad. I have an RDX. I'm used to it. I think it's pretty convenient, especially the True Touch. Wherever you want to touch, it highlights, or you can swipe and it'll swipe. It's easy to use, real easy to use. You get used to it. You have your wrist pad here. It's soft for your wrist, and you do have some ambient lighting here in the middle, which are nice. Most of this surrounded by piano black, and the graystone interior looks really nice up here, especially around the. And it's all soft as well too. I like the black stitching as well. Down below your touchpad, you do have a wireless phone charger, which for 2025, Acura has removed it from down here and brought it up here. And the cup holders are bigger now too for 25 since they replaced this guy. And speaking of down there, it is a two-tier system. So down here you do have a power outlet and one USB-C port back there. And it used to have the wireless phone charger down here. Now it's just storage. So you and the passenger can both reach down in there. And you have your armrest here, that's soft touch, black stitch. And for 2025, Acura made this bigger since they redesigned this portion right here. You do have a USB-A port in there, and that's pretty much it. And when you close this guy, you do have a pass-through right here for your wires if you do have something plugged in. Now, come along to your glove box here. It is lockable, which is nice. And you push the button to open that guy up. It is damp. It's not lined with felt, but you can see it's not a bin style. It's kind of like a shelf style, which is nice. You have a two-tier system there, and soft touch as well. Not as soft as this guy right here. This is more softer, but it's not too hard. More of that silver finish. More piano black around the vents over there. On the passenger side, you also have an ELS Studio speaker grill over there too, and you have more of that silver piece with the gray stone. It's actually a beautiful touch. I like how the interior look. This interior though has been the same for some time, so if you're familiar with older RDXs, you're gonna be really familiar with the center console here. For 2025, still a nice place to be, especially if you want buttons and you don't want a screen and that's it. Acura's a good place to look at. Now, above your infotainment display, you do have your rear view mirror, and you do have home link built in, which is nice. It's also auto dimming. You can turn that on and off. And above that, you do have some interior lighting. It is LED throughout the cabin. And you do have your assist, your emergency assist button there. You flip that open, push it, you can speak to an operator. You can actually have a 24-hour assistant that speaks with you for anything, reminders, book tickets, reservations, things of that nature. And it's a free trial that comes in when you buy a new one, and then you can pay for it yearly, which is nice. You have your moonroof controls here, shade controls here. So if you pull that back, every RDX will come standard with a panoramic moonroof, even the premium package, tech package, all the packages. And the left one here will open up the moonroof for you as well. And it opens pretty wide, which is nice. Let in a lot of air. It makes the interior just way more roomier compared to when it's closed. But let's close that up because we're not trying to cook in here. And we're going to close the shade back as well. And next to the shade, you do have your lights for your door. So if you want the lights to turn on when you open the door, you can have it on door. Or you can just turn on all the lights in the interior or turn it off. You do have a sunglass holder here. And it's a lined material, so it's not going to scratch your sunglasses, which is nice. The headliner in here is kind of like a beige-ish. It's not gray. It's almost gray, actually. It's almost gray, but it looks more gray than beige, to be honest. Light headliner, which is nice. You have your visor here, and you do have a light in there. It's not LED, but they give you a mirror and a light, which is nice. And you do have one for the passenger as well. Part of the ELS Studio sound system, you do get a 12-speaker sound system, so you have speakers in the ceiling too, which are nice. If you go up to an A-Spec package, you get an ELS Studio sound system, but I believe it's a 15 or a 16 speaker. I can't remember. One of those. You get more speakers in the A-Spec. Let's jump out of here and take a look at the rear passengers. This is how wide the rear doors open. So, real wide actually. Not 90 degrees, but almost there. I try to block the sun for you guys, but on the rear doors, soft touch. Not as soft as the front, but still soft touch. Soft touch here. Get the black stitching, which is nice. More of that gray stone. Whereas your elbow is soft. You do have a speaker grill back here. You have your window auto up and down. You have some storage down below. Put a bottle in there. Additional storage in there. Same style door handle as well. No shades or anything built in. And then there isn't no door sill or any plaque saying tech package or anything like that either. These rear seats, they're still perforated in the middle like the front. If you go up to an A-Spec, you do get the ultra suede in the middle, but the Tech will just give you the leather. And they do look nice. They don't recline, so one position. But let's actually jump in here, see what you got going in your second seat. Sitting behind the driver, you do get a mat pocket here. Actually, I'm letting some light in for you guys. And you do have ear vents back here, 2 USB-Cs, which are nice. Mat pocket behind the passenger, and it comes out pretty wide as well. This is hard, so your kids can kick that, and it's easy to clean. They won't be kicking like leather or like a cloth fabric or anything like that. But you can take a look at the front cockpit. Very nice place to be. Acuras always have nice interiors, and you do have a fold-down armrest, soft touch, 2 cup holders, which is nice. The car seat latches are easy to expose. Just pull the latch right there, and then it's right there. You don't have to dig for it, which is nice. But yeah, your rear passengers are going to be very comfortable. There's no bars to adjust the rear seats forward and back. They're fixed, but you can have, I think this seat's all the way back, and look how many inches you have. So the RDX is one of the spacious SUVs in this segment, especially in the second row. I don't know if I'll show you guys the headrest. The headrest can move forward and back and up and down. And for the blind spot monitoring is not on the mirrors. The blind spot is, zoom in, is right there on the inside of the door as well. So let's jump out of here, take a look at your cargo space, because that's going to be important. It's probably one reason why you want an RDX. Tech package will give you a power tailgate. If you want the hands-free, you have to get an Advanced or A-Spec Advanced. But you can fold down the seats from back here. Just pull the handle, or drop that side. It's hydraulic, same thing. If you want to pick it back up, then you have to go around and actually pick the seat back up. Like that driver's seat's all the way back, so that would guide in fold down flat, but that's okay. You have some storage over here. You have your speaker grill back here. Look at your subwoofer, carpet, and then below the carpet, you do have storage here. And we flip this guy up. You have additional storage there, and you have your tools in here. So you have a jack and a funnel and some other goodies. If you get an A-Spec, you won't get a jack because you don't have a spare tire on the A-Spec and up. So I think the Advanced is probably, yeah, I think it's the A-Spec and up. On the premium package and this Tech package, you get tools instead of a flat fix kit because you do get a spare tire. So if you look underneath, I'll show you guys, you do get a donut underneath. I know there's a lot of people out there that have to have a spare tire. You're probably going to want to get a Tech package over an A-Spec, if that's the case, because the A-Spec don't give you a tire. You get the little kit. You have tie downs back here as well. But very spacious. The tailgate is adjustable as well too. You can adjust how high you want it to open. So let's go ahead and actually jump into the brochure and look at some color combinations and some interior combinations on the Tech package. Here we are on the 2025 RDX model lineup. So today we're taking a look at the technology package, which in my opinion, I think is the volume seller. This will be the package most of you end up buying unless you want something more sportier or more features. So you do have RDX, which is where you start from. That's your premium package. Above that, you have the technology package. This will take everything that the RDX have, add all these goodies here. So the technology package is going to start off with the 19-inch shark gray metallic machine finished aluminum alloy wheels, sport seats with perforated Milano leather-trimmed interior with contrast stitching. So you get a little bit more nicer interior seating, you know, different wheels. You do get the ambient LED cabin lighting, which is always nice. Wireless phone charger, or just wireless charger itself. You can charge, I guess, multiple things. On the second row, you get two 3.0 USB charge ports. You do get the ELS Studio Premium Audio System with 12 speakers. Now, the RDX does not have the Bang & Olufsen system yet. That's just in the ZDX, the MDX, and then the upcoming ADX, and then slowly transition to Acura. So we still get the ELS and the RDX. HD radio. You do get the built-in navigation system with 3D view, GPS-linked climate control, which is cool. Parking sensors, 4 in the front and 4 in the rear. Smart entry will walk with auto lock, all doors, and tailgate. So you have smart entries on the back door handles like I showed you in the video. If you get an RDX, then you don't get that. That starts in the Tech package with the RDX. And the rear camera washer. I didn't even know you even had that. Rear camera washer, that's cool. And acoustic front side glass. So, okay, so look at the drive and passenger door. It has a more thicker glass. It's a little more quieter in the interior. So let's jump in and build up our RDX. So we're going to grab this guy here. All RDXs, no, we're going to start over. All RDXs are super handling all-wheel drive standard. So I don't think you can get a front-wheel drive RDX anymore. And all of them will have the 2-liter 4-cylinder VTEC turbo engine that makes 272 horsepower with a 10-speed automatic transmission. So here's all of the packages you can have for your RDX. And we're going to jump in, build a technology package. Let's look at some exterior colors. So the model that we're looking at right now is the new Canyon River Blue Metallic, which is new for 2025. It only comes with the Greystone interior. Also, I believe this is new for 25. The Solar Silver Metallic, which also only comes with ebony. You have the Majestic Black Pearl, which is a $600 upcharge for the exterior color, and you have your choice of either ebony interior or gray stone interior. And you do have Liquid Carbon Metallic, which is also an upcharge. You can choose between ebony or espresso, which is actually nice. And then you have Performance Red Pearl, also upcharged color, only comes with gray stone interior. And Platinum White Pearl, which is also an upcharged color, you can get it in ebony, espresso, and gray stone. So that's the Performance Red. You have the Platinum White Pearls. Look at the interior so we can see the different color options. So this is going to be the ebony interior. And then you have the espresso, which I love. It's kind of like a chocolatey, but it's not too like light, but it's not too dark either, which is nice. And then you have Greystone, which is your lighter interior as well. So we're gonna go back on the exterior and we're gonna choose our Canyon River, and then let's look into some accessories you can add on your RDX. Now, what's cool with the RDX is all these accessories, you can add them on no matter what package you have, which is nice. So the all-season protection package, which will come in 3 items, look like splash guards, the foldable cargo tray, and the all-season mats. You can get that in any level, you know, that what you go with on your RDX. And you have multiple different packages. They got the 2, they got 3, they got protection package 1. Here are your option wheels, which are a 19-inch black alloy wheels. And is it a different design? It's the same. I think it's the same wheel, just blacked out. If I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, it's the same wheel, just blacked out. So that is an option. You can get. You also can get 20s too. These look like the advanced wheels, or those are A-Spec with tech wheels. Still learning my RDX. All right, so excuse me for my ignorance. Well, okay, you can get 20s on your tech package, so that's nice. That's nice to know. And then this is wheels and tires. So, okay, that's just the rim, and this is with rim and tire. You have your valve stem caps. You have your black wheel lugs. The Acura emblem, the RDX emblem, and the Super Handling all-wheel drive emblem all can be blacked out. You can get your logo pattern projector, so that's a nice feature. You do have an additional tailgate spoiler, so I guess it's a little bit more sportier than the original one. Let me see if it'll pop on there. Will it? Yeah, it will. So you can see, give it a little more sporty edge, because if I remove it, that's how it'll look. So interesting. You get LED fog lights you can add to your tech package because they're not standard. A-Spec and up will have LED fog lights standard. So if you have to have fog lights, you can still add them on your tech. And welcome lights, and of course you have your fork mount bike attachment without the front wheel or the whole frame, which I think this is a little more secure than this, but this is still secure. But I rather a hitch bike rack. I think that's what you call it. But crossbars you can add on there too. So the tech package do not come with roof rails or crossbars, so you will have to add both. So if you want any of those features, you can add the hands-free access power tailgate feature, which is standard on an advanced and up. You have the kayak attachment you can add on there, roof basket. So all of these accessories you can add to any of your RDX pretty much, unless it comes with it already, which is more of the hands-free tailgate and fog lights and things in that nature. You can decide if you want silver or black roof rails, so it's cool they give you an option. You do have a running board. It's a decent step in, so in my opinion, I wouldn't need one, but there's some people out there that will need the additional help to get in there. So it's nice that they do offer that as an accessory, and then your trailer hitch as well. And then you have to have the harness and hitch cover and all this good stuff. The ball, body side molding, a very popular option, protect you from door dings, door edge film, door edge guard, a lot of protective accessories you can add on your RDX. These door handle film actually come in handy because people with their rings and nails and stuff will scratch up inside those door handles, and the rear bumper applique as well too is a nice accessory to get. So splash guard set, especially in New Mexico, it's like really like it's a desert out here, so there's rocks and all types of stuff on the road. You're throwing them at people behind you. Splash guards will help protect your vehicle. but premium carpet. You know, you can add a heated steering wheel to your tech package. So there's a lot of small things you can add to your tech package, just in case you don't want to spend thousands to go up to a higher level for one feature. You could just throw it in on your tech package, which is actually really nice. Cargo cover don't come with one, so you do have to add one. And then I don't know if it's retractable or not. Let's see. I think it is retractable. I'm not too sure. I don't know if there's a cover that slides in there. I haven't seen one in person. Cargo protector on the sides. That's handy if you have a dog. Cargo tray as well. Cargo net. And then remote start. You can add remote start to your technology package because that is standard on advanced and up. But you do have Acura Link and you can remote start it from your phone. But if you don't want to pay for a subscription, you can just have it on your key fob. And I think it's up to 100. Is it like 100 feet? Oh, no, it's 328 feet. Yeah, there we go. So you got a good distance to start this guy up. But if you do use the Acura Link to start your RDX, you can start from wherever you are. And there's no 328 feet. You can go way further than that if you wanted to. So let's jump in and just look at the final breakdown of the price on everything. So we're looking at MSRP of $47,300. Now, this is the technology package, standard all-wheel drive, and because the technology package don't come with two-wheel drive, technically the price went up because all-wheel drive is your only option. And Canyon River, no premium charge for the color. I love how the color looks, especially in person. You guys take a look at it. With your destination and handling, you're looking at $48,650, so just under $50 for the technology package. And some of you probably don't want to go up to an A-Spec package that's, you know, 50s and low 50s. You can save some money and get a technology package. I think this is just a package that, you know, you want a little bit more, but you don't want too much. You do have this guy because the base RDX, which is the premium package, it gives you everything you need. But once you need all the goodies I read off, then I think this is a very good package. Drop a comment below. Tell me what you think about the RDX. Are you in the market for one? Have you already bought one already? It's not a redesign yet, so there are small changes that Acura did. But because they did these small changes, I'm assuming a redesign is coming really soon. Because this generation has been out for some time, this body style. Now, Acura has changed it over the years, gave it a little bit more, you know, standard equipment, but it's still kind of the same, especially with the interior. I've seen comments on my other RDX videos how they hate the trackpad, it needs a touchscreen. Because Acura went touchscreen on the MDX, the ZDX, the Integra, and the new ADX, I'm assuming they're going to go touchscreen. This trackpad is going to be gone. So if you really want the touchpad, I think this is your last year to get it. For 2025, you know, let's say you shop for one, you want to maybe get you one before it's changed. You love the looks of this one. The trackpad is fine. I have it in my RDX. It's not a big deal. People make it a big deal. It's really not a big deal. But yeah, this is the technology package. The gray stone's a nice interior color, not too dark, not too light. But yeah, this is kind of what a lot of people do not like. It's that center console, but you get used to it. Anyways, I'm going to end everything here. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to catch you in the next walk around.